when we created a new table. So when we created a new table, every new table which we created under databases, that every table by default, it will be saved in separate data blocks. For example, this is one table I designed here, and this table will saving under one separate data block. So this is, for example, data block number 1. Okay. Again, are you created one more table? Are you created one more table? So this table will save under one more data block. So this is what we called data block number 2. In the same to same, again, the user is created one more table, and that table, again, it will go to, okay, so one more table I designed here. So again, this table is also saved into one separate data block. And this is my data block number 3. So like this, what you understand, guys, here, every new table, whatever we design and create, every table will separately save under data blocks. Okay. This is generally, normally, by default, once you create your table, the tables will be saved like this in under data blocks in your database memory. That means hard disk memory. Okay. Now, this kind of storage, what we called, means that this kind of storage we called as a non-clusters. We called as what now? Non-clustered we called. So this kind of storage is called as a non-clustered, and it is a non-clusters are default clusters in our Oracle database. Okay, now the point understand up to here? Suppose when your tables are saved or stored in such way or in such a way, separate data blocks, it will be saved like this. Then what is the problem, sir? What kind of the drawback is there when it will be saved like this? Means the drawback is what now? For example, on these tables, if any 2 table or 3 table or more than 3 tables, okay, from there you need to retrieve some data. For example, data block number 1, data block number 2, data block number 4. This is 4 now. Data block number 4. So these are the 3 individual tables are stored in 3 individual data block memories. Okay. And from this 3 table, I want to retrieval data now. So I'm going to retrieve. I want to retrieve data from how many tables? For example, 3 tables. Okay, 2 tables or 3 tables or more than 2 tables. Anyone. So if I want to retrieve data from 3 tables, okay, data block 1 table, data block number 2 table, data block number 4 table. So these 3 tables, I want to retrieve the data from these 3 tables. So how can you retrieve data from multiple tables? We are using, come on, joins. So we are using which concept, guys, here? Joins. So already we discussed the joins, how it was working. 2 tables data retrieval process, more than 2 table retrieval process, how to do it, that already we knows that. So now I'm using joins. When I'm using join statements or join techniques, I want to retrieve data from multiple tables. Here, how many tables I'm retrieving? 3 tables. Okay. So whenever we want to retrieve data from multiple tables and those tables are not a clustered, those tables are not a clustered, what it was happen, you can see it. What it was happen here, now I'm going to writing my query. How to write query? Select star from table number 1, okay, comma, table number 2, comma, table number 3, and after where class condition, Okay, so where table number 1 common column is equals to table number 2 dot common column. End operator, table number 2 dot common column is equals to table number 3 dot common column and close. This is my query request. I am sending this join query request to my Oracle server. So whenever user sending the request in the form of join statement, and this join statement will go to Oracle database server. Then Oracle database server, what it will do, sir, means that, so based on this request, first, how many tables are you joining here? T1, T2, T3. The first, your Oracle server will go to your database memory and checking these tables are having or not. The first I want to check now. User is sending request, but as per the request, those tables are there or not there, I want to check. So first your Oracle server will go to database and checking these tables are there or not there. Yes, okay. So my T1 table is there, my T2 table is there, my T3 table is there, for example. So yes, the whatever the user sending the table names, those are having and existing in my database. But how these tables are having in the database? These all tables together having in one data block memory or individual? Individuality. Concept understanding now? So individuality. So your tables are having individual data block memories, not together. Okay. In that cases, if your tables are having in such a way, the problem is what now? You're observed. The first it will be go and identify your tables. Yes, my tables are present in my database, but how it was there means one table is having one data block memory, one table is having one more data block memory, one table is having one more data block memory. But finally, the server will find out tables are existing, but the tables are having which manner? Non-clustered manner. Which manner? Non-clustered manner. So then what happened? First, this condition will be checked. T2 dot common column is equals to, sorry, T1 dot common column is equals to T2. Then what it was happened as per the first condition? This is my first condition, right? So T1 table data, T2 table data, these both are comparing here. Which condition? Equality condition. So careful observe. Which condition? Equality condition. The both are comparing together. After comparing together, whatever the comparison result is came, that result again what it will do in your database means, so again the T1 table, T2 table result will save into one more data block memory. Table 1 and table 2, the result, comparison result will store into one more data block memory, data block number 5. So this T1 and T2 comparison data keeping under one more data block memory is just keep it like this. Second condition is what now? T2 dot T3. Now next comparison, this table to this table. These two tables again comparing to each other. After comparison, whatever the result will come out to us, and that result again in your server will be stored into one more separate data block memory. So concept understanding now slowly. Now, yes, this is one more data block number 6. So after T1 condition number 1, condition number 2 comparing, and those results are came into separate data block memory again saved. After saving these two results of two conditions, then finally these two results of two conditions between which operator? End operator I'm using. That means in these two conditions of two results, in between which operator I'm using? End operator. Understand now? As per this end operator, again this block table and this block table data checking. So based on the condition, what it was going to do, it was finally end operation result. Finally, the final result will come to save into one more data block. This is final result. And this result will be saved into one more data block. The data block number, how much? 7. And after saving the final result, and from this 7, this result will send it to client application or user application. It was sending to user. So this much process is going on whenever you want to retrieving data from multiple tables by using of join condition or join technique. Okay, now tell me guys, is it performance of your joins or join performance, join query performance is fast or slow? Slow. Why, sir? Because this query request when I'm sending, this join statement when I'm sending, it's not immediately go and take your data. It was lot of processes going to happen. Okay, first searching your tables. After that, based on the conditions, first table, second table comparing, the result will store into one more data block. Second table, third table comparing, store into one more data block. And this result between AND operator, OR operator, etc., etc. So based on that condition, again, these two are comparing together and final result will be stored into one more data block. And from there, it was sending to whom? Client or user application. So can I say it is a lengthy process to retrieval data from 3 tables, okay, by using of join technique? Yes or no? Yes. That means your join performance is improve or degrade? Degrade. Improve or degrade. Your performance will be degraded. That means performance will come down because this much process is going to be happen internally. Okay, now. So that means what happened? Performance of joins are degrading. Your joint performance are degrading. Okay. So why it is joint performance are degrading means the reason is your tables are how it was arranged. Non-cluster manner it is arranged. Okay, now simple example. This is database terminology I was explaining. A normal example I will give it, guys. For example, so your friend marriage is there. Okay, your friend going to be married. So your friend is inviting his best friends or her best friends, whatever it is. So there are total 5 people are there, his best friends. Okay. So these 5 people are having in different villages. Okay. But there are college friends or etc. or colleagues or whatever it is. Okay, now 5 friends are there. So this friend is going to be married, X person. Okay, X person, friends these are. So he was inviting to these 5 people. Here, my marriage is there, so come down. So come to Hyderabad. Okay, now. So he was going to be, okay, doing their marriage in Hyderabad city. But their friends, someone is there in Hyderabad, someone is there out of Hyderabad. Okay. But he was inviting all these fresh friends. And these all best friends together, they decided that, okay, shall we go to our friend marriage? Okay. But these people, when they come to Hyderabad, who is the responsibility to take care of them? X person. Because to which person marriage, if I'm going to there, if I'm going, okay, I'm going here. So that person completely take a responsibility. Yes or no? So my accommodation, everything. So how many days if I stay there, so that many days accommodation he will be arranged. Yes or no? Okay. So this ex friend is very costliest friend. That means very rich friend. He was very rich. So what he was thought, so my 5 friends are coming to my marriage to Hyderabad. So I need to arrange some accommodation. So he was very rich person. So what he did, he was booking one hotel in Hyderabad. So how he was booking in a hotel means for each friend purpose, one separate room is booked. That means how many rooms booking here? 5 rooms. So very rich person, na? Huh? Okay. So guys here observe. Room number 1, room number 2, room number 3, room number 4, room number 5. So 5 rooms, sir, he was booked here for their friends. The friends are coming to Hyderabad. Okay. So he coming there, the 5 people are coming to Hyderabad and they meet him and he said, Ariyar, I was arranged for you some rooms in so hotel. So just come out and stay there. Okay. And these 5 people are very happy for that because his friend was taking more care. So they're very appreciated. Excellent. Yes, thank you. So they come and he was decided whatever it is. These 5 people, one person staying in room number 1, room number 2, room number 3, room number 4, and room number 5. So every friend was taken is individual room which was booked by your friend. So these 5 people are very, very happy for that because individually, not one room, na. It's a separate rooms means it's very official, right or not? So they are very happy for that. So they went to their rooms. They're staying in that. Okay. So next responsibility of X person is what now? He want to take care about food and everything now. Yes. So this person saying that, okay. First he was calling to tiffin. He want to call to tiffin. So this X person is very respectable person. Okay. So what he decided that, okay, personally have to go each and every person room and invite to tiffin. So very happy for that. He was take care this much. So X person going to room number 1. Inviting to first friend, Ariyar, come to tiffin. X person going to second room, inviting second friend. Go to third room, inviting. Go to fourth room, inviting. Go to fifth room, inviting. So personally, he was going to each and every room and knock the door and calling for tiffin. So the friends are very happy. Arey yaar, ye kya hai? Itna respect kar raha humko. Chalo. Okay. Shall we go? So these all people are coming to tiffin and taking tiffin. And again, they went to their rooms and taking rest. After that, what is the next program? Lunch. So lunch also we need to call. But again, this X person is very good person. And again, he was again here going to inviting to each and everybody individually. So second time he was going. This is first time. Okay, now? Then second time. Second time is also he went to each and every room individually. Okay. So again, they are also very happy. They came to lunch and taking lunch, over lunch, and went to room again. And the next scenario, the program is called a snacks evening session. Okay. He was very rich person, yaar. वो सोच रहे मेरे को भी ऐसे फ्रेंड होगा तो कैसा है मिलेगा यार डेफिनेटली मिलेगा बट लास्ट में क्या होगा देखो ओके सो snacks was there evening 4 or 5 or time sometimes snacks again he was very happy for that he went to this is second time okay and now he went to again to each and every room to call to snacks are over. And what is the final program? Dinner. Okay. So dinner is also inviting to all the people. After dinner, now he want to go marry to girl. What is his position now? Right? So now he will go to marry the girl or not? Of course, marry. But how his position? His position will be tied now. Yes or no? Maybe when he was doing like this maybe at the marriage level. So he was totally tied. The complete energy loser. Because he went to how many times? 4 times. 4 into how many rooms? 5 rooms. 4 into 5? 20 times. So now tell me, this person performance increase or decrease? Decreases. Degrading performance, degrading their energy. Yes or no? So finally, what do you say? Output will be bad. Output will come. Okay. Okay. This is called a non-clusters. This is called as what? Non-clustered. Okay. This is okay. Non-clustered problem we identify. In the next level, one more friend is there. Okay, na? He is one more friend. He is also going to marry. His friends also, same 5 people are there. See, my energy also loser. Huh? That's why I'm drawing like this. Okay. Because first time I draw very well, but second time, that's called a performance losing. Is that no? 5 friends again. These are friends here. Don't take lollipop. These are friends. Assume here. I'm also tired now. Assume. So what this Y person, he was very intelligent person. बहुत कंजूसी है also. बहुत कंजूस है ये आदमी. So very settled person. So he is also inviting their friends. Okay. They are also ready to come Hyderabad. But what he was doing here, these 5 people who came to Hyderabad, for this 5 people purpose, he was booking only one room. Only one room is booked. See how much conjuice, na? Yes or no? Money minded person. Money saving person also here. Positive and negative. So now what he decided that, why should I want to book 5 rooms for these waste fellows? One room is enough for this waste fellows purpose. And he was feeling, are you coming Hyderabad? Coming Hyderabad. Coming. Okay. Come. So he was internal feeling. Outer feeling, arey come here. Internal feeling, don't come here, please don't come. Internal feeling, because coming means expenditure will be more. You have to take care of them. Yes or no? Okay, anyway, he was very intelligent person. He was booking only one room. And he received his friends and go to hotel and said that, arey yaar, this is your room, and stayed. And these all friends are staying in how many rooms? One room, like your hostel. Hostel same, na? One room, 100 people. No, na? That kind of situation is not there. Sufficient in hostel. Otherwise, एक के ऊपर से एक सोकर, इसके पैर उसके ऊपर, इसके हैंड उसके ऊपर, ऐसे कुछ नहीं है ना हॉस्टल में. Every individual beds, free. Otherwise, one person is moving means one person is sitting on the bed. It's not like that, na? Because sir, money यार क्या करेंगे? हमारा need है वो, रहना पड़ेगा. इन लोग ऐसे money ले लेंगे. Yes or no? But your hostels are good, na? Okay, the good, very good. Okay, these 5 people are staying in a same room. Now, same procedure. Tiffin. He will go to how many rooms? One room. Hey, come to tiffin. Over. Next, he will go to here. What? Lunch. Second time, come here. Next one, what? Snacks. He was very good remembering, yeah? So now, next coming. And next dinner. Now tell me, how many times this person went to room? 4 times. 4 into how many rooms? 1 room. 4 into 1? Previously? 20. Now tell me, who is best? Y is the best or X is the best? Y is the best? Sure. So for this concept purpose, Y is the best. But really, X is the best. Yes or no? Anyway, Y is the best. Because of reason, he was saving his money. He is saving his energy. Unnecessary time waste is not done. Yes or no? He was proper planning. And his performance, when he was going to marry the girl, how the performance? Very good performance. Be active. Very happy, joy, enjoy. बाद में होगा after marriage होने के बाद. ये पूरा जाएगा सन्यासी. राइट, ऐसे कुछ नहीं होगा यार, मैं ऐसे किडिंग कर रहा हूँ. ओके, मैरिज लाइफ इज गुड लाइफ. सो नाउ he was saying, yes sir, So he was ready to, okay, marry, yeah, marry. Marry is very important, yeah, in life, man. But before marry, well settled, one job after marry. Okay, after marry, what happened, we don't know. That depends on you. Okay. Ah, so here, guys, observe. So here, so one room 4 times. There are 5 rooms 20 times. This kind of arrangement is called as a what? Cluster. Got it my point? This is called as what? Cluster. That means here user, whenever he want to call the 5 people, and how he was calling at a time. Yes or no? Only one time, how many people calling? 5 people calling. Previously, one time, one person calling. Understand now? One time, one person calling, but here one time, 5 people calling at a time. Because of reason, in this single room, 5 people is there. In that room, one person is there. So here, the performance wiser, it was very good performance will give it. And your performance wiser, low performance. This concept clear all of you? और इससे कोई एग्जाम्पल नहीं है मेरे पास? So ये whatever it is. Okay ना? So that is what clustered advantage. Now clustered, come to your terminology. This is your database. Okay, non-clustered you discuss na. Now come to clustered. So now clusters, what it will do, when you want to creating tables, and one more very important thing is clusters are created at the time of table designing level only. Which contains group of tables together and sharing same room or different rooms. Sharing what? Same room or different rooms? Same room. Sharing same room. Yes or no? So now, when he was created cluster, so first he was created a cluster memory created, and this is what we called as a clustered memory. Clustered, otherwise data block number 1. The cluster memory is created. First block is created here, clustered block. Okay, this is called a clustered block created. After that, in this table, whatever the tables they want data, those tables will be joins together. Those table will be joins together. So table 1, table 2, and table number 3. So how it was joining means these 3 tables are joins together and keeping into one memory by using of common column name. Which column? Common column name. Compulsory, we should have it in the table. Without common column name, you can't attach these tables, and we cannot possible to keep into one cluster memory. So that's why when you want to attach this 3 or 4 or 10 or 20 tables together and keep into one data block memory, at this moment compulsory these 2 or 3 tables should have a common column name. And with the help of common column name, at the time of a clustered table creation only, with the help of this common column name, these all tables are joining together. Yes or no? And here also one point, remember, your joins also, we are using common column basis only, we are joining. Yes or no? Can you remember or not? Yes. So here also common column name basis at the time of clustered table creation. So based on the common column, these all tables together join and keeping under one memory location. Now tell me, in my cluster memory, how many tables now? 3 tables are there. So once your tables are having like this, then on these 3 tables, if I was applied what? Select star from T1 comma T2 comma T3. Okay, now what is our condition? T1 is equals to T2. I'm shortcutly writing, guys. T1 is equals to T2. T1 dot common column. Otherwise, again, you confuse. Common column is equals to T2 common column. And T2 common column is equals to T3 common column. Then now user sending this query request. And this request will go to where now? Oracle server. Oracle server will go to database and checking. These all three tables are having in the same memory or different memories? Same memory. Same memory means, it means that your server will go to data block number 1 and already those tables are joined together already. So that's what happened. As per your request, it will go to your database and checking your tables are, yes, all tables are having in the cluster memory. So that means immediately this 3 table result sending to user application. Direct result. Here don't do any internal process. Directly as per the condition, whatever you send, the condition based data pick and sending to user and client application. Now tell me, which process will be better? First one, second one? Second one. Time saving, where it is? First one, second one? Second one, time saving. Performance is where it is? First one, second one? Second one. So now the point is what now? Clusters, why should we want to create, sir? If any interview question is asking, why we need a clusters? What is the answer? By seeing of this, what's your answer? Clusters are created to improve joins operations or to improve the performance of joins. To improve the performance of joins. For that purpose, we want to create a clusters. Okay, now? So concept clear now? Now we can see. I will show you practically, don't worry. Okay, now. So what do you say? So it is a database object memory which contains group of tables together and sharing same data block memory. Understand? But when you want to create these clustered, the second point you can take. Okay, these clustered or cluster table. Okay, so cluster table, when we create cluster table, okay, shortcut I'm writing to create cluster tables. Cluster tables. What we should have here? Okay, we create cluster tables. Then we have what? What I said? Common column name. Compulsory should be mandatory. Common column name in the tables. Common column name in the tables. Okay. Now, and next one. Clusters are used to improve the performance of what? The performance of what? Joins. The performance of joins. And the next point, cluster can be created. Clusters can be created at the time of designing. At the time of designing tables. Designing tables only. Designing tables only. Okay, right. So now this is clustered, the purpose and what is, why we need. Okay, now, right. Now, let me come out here. So, see your database diagram here. So I was given diagram also. Okay. So now come out and check. This is what I said. Non-clustered tables having default, these are. So every individual table in the database separately storing into separate data blocks. When your tables are having like this, on these tables, if you perform any join operation, what it was happen, I already explained. So finally what I said, to degrade a joins performance. Okay. So to overcome this problem, the people will create what now? Clustered tables. So clustered tables advantage is what now? In the database, only one data block memory based on common column. For example, I was given common column X, 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 common column. So based on this common column, all tables together join and keep under which memory? Clustered data block memory. Okay. So now, whenever your tables are having in the same memory, on these tables, when user will be performing your join operation, then what happened? Immediately data or result will be find out. So that means to improve your join performance. Okay, the diagram also I was given for your understanding purpose. Okay, right. So now this is what the pattern of non-cluster tables, how it was working, and cluster tables, how it was working. Okay, let me see. Come to how to create sir. Okay, so how to create clustered. How to create clustered tables. Okay, there are 3 steps we have it, guys, here. Step number 1. So first you want to create a clustered memory. Create a cluster memory, first step. So how to create clusters? So create a cluster, and I want to give it here a cluster name, okay, of, and here it should be take common column name, okay, and after that data type, give it your size, okay. If it is necessary, you can give size and close. So this is my first step 1, guys, here to creating your memory. And after that, step number 2. So on this cluster, we want to create an index. So why should I want to create an index? Means to fastly retrieving your data. Create an index on clustered. Create an index on cluster. Okay. So what is the syntax to here? So create index, and I want to send my index name on. Okay. So on what here? Clustered. Clustered, and I want to give my clustered name. Okay, I want to give my cluster name. And after creating indexes on cluster memory to fastly retrieving data purpose, later you want to create a cluster tables. Create your cluster tables. So what is the syntax to create table? So create table name of, now you have to send how many columns you wanted, column number 1 and data type size, okay, close, and column number 2 and data type size, close. Okay, size, comma, and so on. So here I will take and so on and close it. And finally, you have to send. So here you can send clustered, and you have to send your cluster name. So cluster name, okay. And here I want to give a common column name. Cluster name, okay, common column name. Okay, right. So these are the three steps we should follow when we want to create a cluster tables. First, memory creation. On that memory indexes we apply, and later cluster table we need to create. Okay, now. So cluster table you need to create here. Okay, right. So the same syntaxes I just follow in my database now. So I connect with my username. Yesterday we created, na? Okay. Cluster name, for example, emp underscore dept. With what? With a common column name. Suppose dept number is my common column name. So cluster created first step. After that, on this cluster, what we want to create? Indexes to fastly retrieving purpose. Create index. Okay. So I will take ind1. Okay. On. So where you want to create cluster? What is the cluster name? emp underscore dept. So now index is created successfully on cluster. And after that, you need to create a table. For example, create a table emp1. So eid integer and varchar 2 of some size and common column dept number I was taken here. And up to here, if I just break it, then what happened? A normal table created, and this table is storing into which manner? Non-clustered manner. Understand? Na? It was saving which manner? Non-clustered manner. So, but I wanted what? Clustered manner. I want to save my table. Okay. Then I have to use what now? So clustered. What is the cluster name? emp underscore dept. Okay. Of which column? Department number column. Okay. Now the table successfully we design. After designing in the same pattern, second table also I'm creating. DPT1, and here I will take department number and I will pass here department number or department name of. Then this table is also I want to add to my cluster memory. So cluster, what is my cluster name? Okay, DEPT of which common column? DEPT number is my common column in this table also to execute. The two tables are created successfully, and after that you need to insert some data into your emp1 table. Suppose I'm sending, okay, so id number and the name and department number 10 is my first record. In the same to same 2, I was taken here ln, and now the department number 20, and I just commit now. In the same pattern, I will insert few records into the next table, DEPT number 1 and department number 10, and department name is D1. Okay. And the next one is, okay, and department number 20 and D2, department name and to executor. And here also, I just made it commit. And after that, these two tables, you just go to call it. So emp1 table data. So, and emp2 table. So DPT1 table data is came out. Okay. After saving your data like this here, okay, then how I knows these two tables are clustered, or these two tables are having in the same memory. So how I know, sir? How can you say means? Here only the reason is not what it is mean. How you know these two tables are having in the same data block memory? Okay, that how you find out means based on that row IDs. based on that row IDs. So let me call select row ID from EMP1 table. Okay, same as select row ID from DPT1 table. Now both row IDs, just check out, both are showing same row IDs or different row IDs. It different now? Huh? Same. No, yeah. Sorry. Only one I'm checking. Two checking. Two check. The EMP1, DEPT1. Check it out. Same or different? So this is okay. This is first row here. First row ID of EMP number 1. First row ID of department 1. Both are same. Next one. Second row ID. Second row ID of EMP1. Second row ID of DPT1. Same? Yes or no? Yes. So when it was showing same row IDs means it means that what both are having in the same memory. How it is logic? Simple logic. Okay. The logic also I will explain to you. Observe. So I said the two people are there, right? So in previously what we said. Okay. Previously what we said. The first X-person friends are okay, staying into how many rooms? 5 rooms, I said. Different rooms. Carefully observe. This point also I will clear here because some people, how it is, sir? Okay, some doubts are there. The other person, Y person, he was taking only one room. Okay, now? For example, let you see here room number 101. This room number 102. This room number 103. This room number 104. This room number 105. So in this, A friend staying here, B friend staying here, C, D and E. Okay now? So this is what I said, non-clustered. This is what I said, non-clustered. Okay now? And this is what now? Clustered. Okay, differences observed. So now in the non-clustered, suppose A person, I'm going to asking to A person, what is your room number? What do you say? 101. If I'm asking to C person, what is your room number? 103. If I'm asking E person, what is your room number? 105. If I'm asking D person, what is your room number? 104. If I'm asking B person, what is your room number? 102. So guys, here I didn't understand when I'm asking A, B, C, D, E, and they're telling different room numbers. Why? Because they're staying in different rooms. Concept clear now? But the cluster, what we said, these all A person, B person, C person, D person, and E. These are all are staying under which room number? 101. Suppose if I'm asking to A, what is your room number? 101. If I'm asking B, what is your room number? 101. If I'm asking C, what is your room number? D, E. All people are saying same room number now. Why? Because these all are having in the same room. Concept clear now? So row IDs are same. Row IDs are same means both are having in the same memory now. Yes. If row IDs are showing different, then it is called as a these two tables are having two different data blocks. Are you clear this point? Say yes or no. Come on, boys. Yes or no, yaar? This is what. So, how we can say these 5 people room number, same number they are telling. This is called a clustered because one room. But here, different numbers are telling. This is non-cluster. So that's why you can see here, my DMP1 table data rows, DPT1 table data rows IDs are same row IDs are showing. Why? Because these two tables are having in the same memory sharing. Which memory? Same memory sharing. That's why same row ID numbers. This is one of the interview question. How can you say your tables are clustered or not? Then you have to say based on their row IDs. And what I said, row IDs are permanent or temporary? Permanent. That already we discussed in the subquery concept. Yes or no? Yes. Clear all of you now? Now it is clear. Now your tables are having in the clustered or not? Yes. So now it is having in the cluster. Now, so now these are so clusters, okay, and cluster table creation. Suppose these clusters, okay, I want to see in my Oracle how many cluster memories I created means. So there is one data dictionary that is called as what now? User underscore clusters. User underscore clusters you can go, and here we have it what? Cluster name. Let me see your cluster name is what I want to check in my database now. Okay, from user underscore clusters. Now check it out here. What is our cluster name? EMP underscore DEPT. Same name I created, yes or no? Yes, my cluster name. So create cluster name EMP underscore DEPT. Okay, fine. So that cluster. Suppose under this cluster, how many tables I kept? I want to know it. Under this clustered memory, how many tables are there? If you want to see that information, then we have here one more data dictionary that is called as a user underscore tables. And now we can see what is this cluster name. What is this table name? Now I just come back here. Okay, I just call. So I want to see my tables. So table name from user underscore tables where, okay, clustered underscore name is equals to EMP underscore DEPT. Okay, right. So EMP underscore DEPT is called as what now? Clustered name. In this clustered memory, how many tables I kept? That information I want to see it here. Okay, now I just go to execute here. Yes. Do have how many tables? What are those? EMP1 and DEPT1. The confirmations also we can see by using of your data dictionaries. Okay. And finally, if I want to call it guys here, so select a star from tab list. If I'm calling, can you see guys here, table name, tab type, clustered ID number. So my table name is EMP1 DEPT. Is it tables? Yes or no? These are tables. And EMP1 table cluster ID number 1 and EMP2 table cluster ID number 2. So that means in my clustered memory, how many tables we have? 2 tables. Table 1, table 2. These 2 tables are having under clustered memories. And under clustered, every table is having internal ID numbers. Okay, right. Now, so now here one more thing. What is this? EMP underscore department. This is what? Cluster. So under this cluster, they have a 2 tables, and those tables ID numbers are clustered ID 1, clustered ID 2. Okay, now right. And now this cluster, suppose you need to drop. How to drop this cluster? Now I'm using drop command. Okay, let me see. Drop clustered. What is my cluster name? EMP underscore DEPT. Okay, EMP underscore DEPT. But carefully observe. When I'm using drop clustered cluster name, what it was happening, you can see, I'm executing here. It was showing error. And what it was saying, guys, clustered is not empty. Is it right or wrong? Clustered is not empty. Is it right or wrong? Right now. Because in this clustered memory, this memory is an empty memory or having tables? Having tables now. It means that this memory is empty or having tables? Having tables. That's why it was saying that when you are dropping your cluster, what it was saying here, Clustered is not a empty. Okay, your clustered is having some tables. So that's why you can't directly drop. Then how I can drop my cluster memories from my Oracle server? Means you have to add one clause statement. The statement is what? Drop clustered. Drop clustered. Cluster name is what? EMP underscore DPT. And what I need to add? Including what? Tables. So I'm adding some additional statement or the clause statement that is called a including tables. Okay, let me see what it was happening. You can see cluster successfully dropped. So once a cluster is dropped, then these tables are available or not available? Not available, because memory drop. In the memory, how many tables are there? Those tables also drop. And let me see, suppose if I want to call like this, select a star from tab, and do you have any cluster? No. Do you have any tables? Not at all. And even though I can show you that was the, okay. So now I'm asking, select cluster name from user underscore clusters. Do you have any clusters? No. The clusters are removed from your data dictionary. Okay, now. And now, if you want to call, okay, if you want to call, then if I have to say select a table name from user underscore tables where cluster underscore name is equals to emp underscore dpt. If you use send this one, it was showing no things. Okay, now. So this is clustered. What is clustered? Purpose of clustered, clustered creation, and clustered how it was having in the same memory, to how to identify it based on row ID number. Based on row identification address, we can identify, or we can say my tables are under clustered or not. Okay, now when your row IDs are showing different, then you can confirm it, it was non-clustered tables. If your row IDs are same, then you can confirm it, my tables are under cluster memories. And these clusters, whenever you want to drop, you can use including table statement. Are you clear now? Yes or no? No. अरे थोड़ी shout करो यार. तो shout करना तो बाहर वाले चला जाएंगे, ऐसे shout करना है. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, guys. So this is, and you are what we can say material